and my husband actually has. We make everything happen, you know what I'm saying, by putting our minds together. And we come up with this master plan and make it work, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I felt, you know what I'm saying, when we decided to get married, you know what I'm saying? And that was our proposal, and that's why it meant so much to me, you know what I'm saying? Because it was something unexpected. We put our heads together, you know what I'm saying, and made it happen as far as yes, you know what I'm saying? And not just that, the agreement, you know what I'm saying, something that we agreed on, you know what I'm saying, and came together and made it happen. And that's why it was so special for me. I'm pretty sure it's that moment was, I know the moment was special, but I'm not going to say that was his reason why the moment was so special for him, you know what I'm saying, because we actually never spoke about it. I'm going to have to. But that was the reason why the moment was so special for me, is because that's something I do like in my relationship is, you know what I'm saying, the way me and my husband, you know what I'm saying, can, like when things really do matter, we always put our heads together and make it happen, you know what I'm saying. We come together, we put our minds together, and we just make it happen. The plans that we make is just so amazing, you know. And it shows nothing but growth, you know. I'm pretty sure there's ladies out there that actually go through the same thing. Y'all actually have that husband or your partner, or let's just say partner. You and your partner, if you're male, female, whatever you may be, you know what I'm saying. You and your partner put your heads together, come up with a master plan to actually make it happen, you know. And the year later, you know what I'm saying, me and my husband was actually married. I really enjoyed the way we planned our wedding together. You know what I'm saying? It was something that we actually did together. There was no interference with other people's opinions. You know what I'm saying? It was us. It was a bonding time. You know what I'm saying? I really, you know what I'm saying, of course you're going to have a coordinator. Well, we didn't have a coordinator. You know what I'm saying? We just put the pieces together. Like, say for instance, you know, so some people do, probably because they don't have the time to do it themselves. You know what I'm saying? We actually found the time to do it ourselves. We found someone to make our cake. We had someone do the flowers, do the decorations, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Found the venue together. That meant a lot to us. You know what I'm saying? I think that like this showed us, you know what I'm saying, how strong we was. You know what I'm saying? How strong, you know what I'm saying, our relationship was. And it was a time that we agreed, you know what I'm saying? We agreed on everything. You know, we put it together, you know what I'm saying, with the agreement. We both agreed on it and made it actually happen. And not just that, the bonding time was amazing. It was most definitely something that we needed, you know. I know a lot of people is like, well, that's basically really nothing as far as y'all sitting down and coming up with a plan as far as being with the cake lady, the cake maker, the florist and stuff like that. But yes, it is something. You know what I'm saying? It's something big, you know what I'm saying? Because simple fact is you're coming to some type of agreement with your partner. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come together and making it actually happen. And I think that's very important. You know, I don't think that, you know what I'm saying, this is just me though. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want, you know, me and my husband to plan our marriage, our wedding, and it caused dysfunction in a relationship. You know, I see that happen so many times when, you know what I'm saying, couples actually plan their wedding, you know, it causes them to argue, you know what I'm saying, amongst the relationship, and there's no need for that, because I think when you actually do that, you're missing the point of why you're getting married, you know, and that's something that I most definitely didn't want. I thought it was very important that we didn't do that. It's very few times that me and my husband actually bump heads, you know what I'm saying, which I think is a great thing. But in any relationship and marriage, you're going to bump heads sometimes, but you have to go ahead and get over the hurdles, you know. So, like I said, I want to know if there's anybody out there that would like to share their stories of how they got proposed to. Also, to those ladies out there that are looking forward, you know what I'm saying, to get that proposal from their partner, or their partner proposing to them. How do you see it? How do you want it? You know, I want y'all to go ahead and feel free to call in and let us know. I don't want you to be shy. Let your voice be heard. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and take a break. And I want y'all to stay tuned, and I will be right back. Hello, everyone. This is your host, Jazzy929, and I want to ask y'all to all like, share, and follow my page. Also, please feel free to join in to the conversation by calling the lines. You can call 712-775-7270, and the access code you will need is 989109. Make sure that you call the lines. I would love to have you join in with us. And again, thank you for your support.
Talking out loud with Jazzy 929.
Hey everyone, I am back. I want to thank you for staying tuned in. I have another question for y'all. It really matter to y'all what the ring look like? You know, what the ring actually looks like when they give it to you. Me, you know what I'm saying? My opinion is it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? If my husband proposed to me with a Oreo, you know, not an Oreo. Sorry. If he proposed to me with a Cheerio, you know, so I would have been satisfied with that. I remember when my husband actually, when we did the whole proposal thing, you know what I'm saying? My husband didn't even have a ring, you know? So it was more, you know what I'm saying, the fact that he actually wanted to get married, that was important to me. You know what I'm saying? He was ready to put the wife title on me, make me his wife. You know what I'm saying? That showed me right there that, you know what I'm saying, it was an honor, you know what I'm saying, to put that name on me. As far as an honor for him to make me his wife, you know. Um, so as far as a ring, it really and truly didn't matter. Something else I did like about the whole situation with me and my husband is we went out and we got the ring together. I thought that situation was very important, but this is me personally, you know what I'm saying? So my husband didn't have to worry about, you know, was this ring not what I wanted? You know what I'm saying? Was it too small? Was it too big? You know, one picky, I'm picky. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to my jewelry, I'm very picky, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes my husband listens to what I like and sometimes he misses it, you know? And one big pet peeve to me is I hate gold. You know, I hate it. You know, I am a silver girl. I love silver. You know, I think that silver looks very nice on me, you know. Not knocking the people that like gold. You know, if gold is your preference, that means, I mean, maybe gold looks good on you, you know. But like I said, me personally, I like silver, you know. And like any other girl, I ain't gonna say that. I take that back because some females probably didn't prefer this. You know what I'm saying? As far as their wedding rings, or some girls that aren't married yet, maybe they don't prefer, you know what I'm saying, diamonds. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I want a diamond. And don't get it wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a diamond girl. You know what I'm saying? They say every girl like diamonds. You know what I'm saying? For my ring, as far as my engagement ring and my wedding band, I wanted diamonds. You know what I'm saying? But if it's any other ring, then I am most definitely a sapphire girl. I love blue sapphire. You know, so my wedding ring, you know what I'm saying, actually has diamonds in it, and it is silver, you know. And we went out and we did that together. You know, we picked out our ring together, our rings, you know. We have a little matching set, which is dear. It means a lot to us, you know, for specific reasons, because when we went and got our rings, you know what I'm saying, we picked them out, you know, we got a matching set, something we both liked, and the rings came up missing. Yes, before we got married, our rings came up missing. So, we had to go ahead and get some more rings. And during that time, we was just so down, you know what I'm saying? We knew, you know what I'm saying, that they was going to be replaced or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But it was something that, you know what I'm saying, it most definitely, you know what I'm saying, that it was a sad moment for us. Let's just say that. It was a sad moment for us, you know what I'm saying, because it didn't, you know what I'm saying, I think what it did, these rings symbolized us coming together as far as buying them together and picking them out together, and it was just that moment, something that me and my husband actually did together. I love and cherish, and my husband does too, those moments that we come together and do things, you know what I'm saying? And that what meant more than these actual rings, you know what I'm saying? And we learned that, you know, but the rings, you know what I'm saying, have a story behind them, you know what I'm saying? And that why I think, you know what I'm saying, the diamonds and the silver really doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? When I think about rings, I think of the story behind, you know what I'm saying, how we got the rings, how we lost the rings, how we got the rings, you know what I'm saying, replaced and things like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think about when I think about my rings. Also, you know what I'm saying, of course, on the wedding day, all these rings, the rings I have on my finger right now, has a lot of background story to them. On my wedding day, you know, I actually, and y'all probably think this is crazy, but I had my ring on. You know what I'm saying? I had my wedding band on, because my ring is a set of 3. Actually, when we bought the rings, it was a set of 4. But my wedding band actually was on my hand, you know, and the reason for that is because, like I touched on before, I had lost, or not lost, but our stuff had came up missing, you know what I'm saying? So I was so terrified that we would go ahead and something would happen, you know what I'm saying? And me personally, you know what I'm saying, I don't know about those ladies out there, you know what I'm saying, that's been married or got married or are looking forward to getting married. When you're getting married, you get a nervous feel. You know what I'm saying? You want everything to actually be right. And that's why I was so nervous on my wedding day. Oh, but I mean, so nervous that I was shaking. I was so nervous. And after, you know what I'm saying, the wedding, I sit back and I think, like, why was I so nervous? But I wanted everything to be perfect, and it was. You know what I'm saying? And things that actually happened on my wedding day. My hair fell, you know what I'm saying? My ring. I had the ring on my finger. So when, you know what I'm saying, it was time for my husband to put the wedding band on my hand, I had to go ahead and take it off and not make it obvious that I took it off, hand it over to him so he could put it on my hand. You know, so it wasn't what we had planned it to be. It was quite different, but it was perfect the way it was, you know. And it was funny when you think about it, you know what I'm saying? Well, when we think about it, when we think back, you know what I'm saying, on our wedding day, we had a lot of laughs